I'm going to share with you the power and the usefulness of our ePartner Enterprise Edition software. Basically, this is software that allows our clients, our students, to enter deals in order for us to coach them through the deals. And from this screen here, the student will be able to enter all the data needed for me to look at it, for all the coaches to review the deal, for us to help them negotiate the deal, look at all the paperwork. So basically, during a coaching call, for example, we can see this screen. This is actually the student screen, so we can actually see what they're doing, seeing what they upload, and help them get through the deal. Okay, so the first thing they're going to do here is they're going to add a new deal here. And it's going to, when they click this here, this is going to give them a screen that looks much like this. And from here, what they're going to do, this is their property detail screen right here. They're going to enter down below here what type of deal this is. If, for example, this deal is the deal that's already entered here is a multifamily deal. It can be an office, a retail, shopping center, hotel, what have you. And then they're going to select a subtype property. It's a multifamily, it's garden low-rise property. Then from there, they can enter how the property is used down here. Is it an investment property where it's currently cash flowing, or it can go all the way to the extreme, which is the property is vacant. From there, construction status. Is it existing or is it under construction? Is the property distressed? Yes or no. In this case, it's no. All right. Next, we go to asset class. Property class. You can choose if the property is an A, B, or C class. In this case, C class. You can also choose the location class from A, B, C, or D. In this case, it's a C class. You can also choose and let the coach know what their property condition is. Is it excellent? All the way down to needing to be a total rehab. Okay. In this case, the property is in good condition. Location. The trending property condition is the trending location. Is it good? I mean, is it growing? Is it stable? Is it declining? This case is growing. Location type. Is it in an urban setting? Is it a downtown setting? Is it a rural setting or maybe a suburban setting? In this case, it's an urban setting. So you can see here in this in these categories here, you can get pretty detailed in the amount of information you can enter here. The more, the better for the coaching. Next is name and location. So here you would grab the information on the address and location of the property, the name of it, things like that. Put that here. School district. If it's an apartment building, it's important. If it's not, it's probably not so important. Here, seller information. You can put that information about the seller. For example, is this property listed for sale by the owner? Is it broker? Even put down what the commission split is. You can put down the date the property went on the market. You can put down the seller's original purchase date. You can put down the seller's original purchase price. Looks like you paid $3.96 million. All right. The seller type. Is it an individual? Is it an investor group? Is it a bank-owned property, an REO? Next is something really cool. The seller motivation level. Is he highly motivated or is he unmotivated? In this case, he's highly motivated. The financial strength of the seller is also good to know. Is he a strong seller financially? Does he have no funds? It's good to know the condition of the seller. Next is, as a coach, we would like to know why the property is selling. It says here, owner retiring after 60 years of ownership. Original owner and builder. Very good to know for us when we negotiate this deal. Next is construction details. So here we can find out the type of roof. Is it pitched? Is it flat? Or is it a different type? The foundation. Is it concrete? And so forth. Okay. Next here is property information. Now you can put the property description here. Basically what the student did here was he just did a cut and paste from the online information he had on the property. For example, I believe this property was on one of our favorite websites, LoopNet, and he just cut and pasted here so that we could see the information on the property up close and personal. Okay, location description, and as you know, you can fix a property, but you can't fix a location. So give as much information you can here. Year built, also very important to know when the property is built and when the property was renovated. Building size in terms of square footage, the net rentable square footage. Down here you have the highlights. And these are highlights as to why this property is a good investment. As a coach, we need to know why this property is attractive. So you need to put in the highlights here. Some of the highlights here, the student have put input already. No existing mortgage on the property, that's great. Property in pristine condition, no deferred maintenance, that's super. Next is tremendous upside in cash flow and value, that's great. Now, this is probably the biggest thing here, this comment here, rents well below market by $300 a month. That is huge. That means that the property's rents can be raised by that much. And the next one is a conservative $25 increase in rents per month that can produce, get this, $79,000 of additional income annually. So that is for sure a highlight. All right, next is property amenities. Now these are things such as laundry facilities. It's near a golf course. Those are great things. Elementary school within walking distance. Some of the interior features are smoke detectors. Looks like it has large closets and central air and heat. All these things are very important for us to know as coaches. Next is the unit mix information. This unit mix information is the number of total units, but also how many efficiencies or studios, how many one bedrooms, how many two bedrooms, 3 and 4, and so forth. You can also put here how many are vacant, so we can calculate the vacancy on the property. All right. So once you have all that input, I know it's a lot of information, but once you have it, it's going to produce something very cool for you. So you go down here, you just press save. And then once you press save, you come back up here and you click on financial analysis. And what that would do is this software will calculate an analysis for you on the property. Basically, it's going to put in what the cap rate is, what the cash on cash is, what the debt coverage ratio is, what the gross rent multiplier is, even the occupancy break-even point. So a lot of information here can be had by you initially, spending time initially putting in information. This is very, very useful for us here as coaches. It'll calculate what your monthly cash flow is, what your yearly cash flow is, what your net operating income is. Also, this is the actual performance on the property. Also, if the property does have upside and it can perform better in the future, we have on this side a pro forma. So you can actually put in pro forma numbers here that will tell us how the property will perform at a later date. And we like to know this to make sure that the property does have upside. And this is really good to know when you have investors. All right? And you have investors to look at the property. Let's scroll down a bit here. Here you can put in your purchase price and down payment. The asking price is $3.96 million. We're going to offer $3.6 million. We're going to put down 25% or $900,000, and from there, it's going to calculate. Once you put in these boxes here, okay. Once you put in these numbers here, what the monthly income is, it's going to do this entire calculation for you, an actual and a pro forma. You can put in your expenses here. The expense entry is kind of cool. All right, so for example, it shows repairs and maintenance at $13,880 a month. If you click on this expansion button, it expands to janitorial, landscaping, maintenance, repair costs, pool, and supplies. All right, so it really expands down here to define details. You can just click this minus button to bring it back up. And the other ones expand too. For example, utilities expands to cable, electric, gas, other utilities. All right, and you go back up here, and then once you have all your income input here, all your expenses put down here, it's it's going to calculate a net operating income for you down here, monthly and annually. And once you're done with that, you need to go here, click on this button here, and it's going to give you an option to put in what your proposed mortgage would be here. All right. Once you have all that done, you just press save, and it will calculate your cash flow monthly, annually, your cash and cash return, your cap rate, your gross multiplier, and everything you need to show this to your coach and perhaps an investor. All right. Another cool thing here is we have a due diligence tab here, and what it does is once this property is under contract, you can click on here, and it's going to take you through a very, very detailed amount of due diligence items for you to go and get from the seller and from the agent to upload them so the coaches can go and take a look at this. Another cool feature here, you can click on documents here, and what it does is it will go ahead and it allows a student to upload documents. For example, on this deal, the student went ahead and at my request uploaded any type of income and expense statements the seller had. So the name of the property is called Longview Gardens, and he was able to upload financial summary for me to take a look at. So I click on this, it goes to a different screen, and it shows me what he uploads. It's probably an Excel spreadsheet. Here he put in pictures for me. Here he made an offer. This is a letter of intent he made. Here is a letter of intent. The seller countered him. And after winning the contract, after the LOI was signed, we went into contract, and from there he uploaded more due diligence documents for me. For example, he uploaded sales comps, demographics report, and here's the actual signed contract from the seller. Okay, so this is a total document center. I can see this here as a coach, and so can the students. But as a coach, only I can see your deal. No other students can see your deal, even if they hear you talking on the phone. All right, and here we can upload pictures. See what else? Oh, one other cool thing here is you go to notes right here, and let's say I asked you to call the agent or call the seller and ask him a question, and I'd like to know the answer. You can ask the question, and you can upload the answer into the notes subject and put the notes here, and then add a note right here, and it appears right here. Pretty cool. All right, the next cool thing, I guess the last thing I'm going to show you is really cool, is we have a brochure creator here. And basically you click on this tab, and it will take you to a screen that's going to, I'll click on it here, it's going to take you to a screen, it's going to ask you to upload who you are, and your name, your contact information, and then it's going to ask you to make some assumptions if there are any. But basically, it's going to ask you to upload pictures here from your computer for our brochure here. All right, and it's a pretty cool feature. And the reason why I like this brochure created here is because if you're raising money, or if you need to show this to a banker, or you want to show this, you bring this to one of your meetings to kind of show off what you're doing and what you've bought, this brochure creator creates an awesome looking brochure real time. So I'm going to click brochure, create brochure here. Then after a while, it's going to create a brochure that looks like this here. All right, and then Longview Apartments. So you can see it upload the pictures right here. This is the name of our company here. It's a 264 unit multifamily garden low rise, offered at 3.6, I'm sorry. Name of the apartment, the address. It's going to give the site information, when it was built, when it was renovated. Remember, this is information you all put in here a while back. All right. These are the highlights that you put in here. All right. Property description, the ones that you uploaded, it's going to appear right here. And unit information, all the units are breakdown. There's a map right here. All right. The next page is a financial analysis page. And basically, this is information that was just downloaded exactly and precisely from ePartner on this brochure. Starts from the investment highlights to your return on investment to your actual income, actual and pro forma, which is projected, and then it gives your cash flow down here, and then the last page are financial assumptions. Here, for example, you're assuming that you're getting an 80% loan to value loan, 30-year amortization with a 5.25% interest rate, and it shows construction details, utility details, and again a picture of a map. So pretty cool function of this website. So this is ePartner, and this is just a quick example. I just went over just a few things you can do with this software, but it's amazing and it's very powerful. Okay, hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you learned something from it. Take care, and I'll see you later.